Mom, I'm going to teach you how to make your own mayo. And I hope that you actually use 2 chickens for the fennel perfectly roasted chickens, because then you'll have plenty of stuff to make your chicken sandwiches with later. So the first thing is, you'll want to get whatever you're going to use as a vessel for whipping it up in. So you can use a hand mixer or you can use a standalone mixer. Either way is fine. You will want 2 large eggs. You'll want to use all of 1 large egg. And then you'll want 1 large egg yolk. So you're going to need to separate that. That's pretty easy to do. You just try to break your yolk as evenly as possible. There we go. And you just try to separate the yolk from the white. You put that. And once you've divided your eggs into your vessel that you're going to whip everything up in, you're going to want to go ahead and add your Dijon mustard. And again, I don't measure, so just a sploosh of that. Woo, maybe another sploosh. There you go. And you're going to want white vinegar or lemon, either one. And you're just going to do a teaspoon, so just a really quick sploosh of either lemon juice or white vinegar. You're going to want kosher salt, so important in all of my recipes. And you're just going to go ahead and, add about that much. You're going to do the same with your black pepper. And these are your main ingredients for making your own homemade mayonnaise. We also have a cup here of olive oil. You can use coconut oil, canola oil, whatever oil you want to use to make your own homemade mayonnaise. Okay, so whether you're doing this in a standalone mixer or a hand mixer, you're going to have everything in your vessel. You're going to want to put your mixer down into your ingredients. And I'm going to turn my mixer to 2. Until I see that all of my emulsion is blended together. I am then going to increase it to 4 or to medium if you're doing a hand mixer. After about 3 to 4 minutes of steady mixing, you want to make sure that your eggs have a nice froth before adding any of your oil. When you add your oil, you want to be sure that you add it slowly and carefully to your emulsion at first. So I like to take just a tablespoon or a half a tablespoon at a time, and I add it to make it against the bowl like so. You see that? You want to make sure that the emulsion is nice and added together. There's no oil, there's no egg. You can see all of it frothing together. And you'll want to go ahead and add a second tablespoon to half tablespoon. You'll want to continue doing this for the first 5 minutes or so of your process. So from your cup of oil, you want to continue adding half a tablespoon or so of oil to your emulsion every minute or so. What you'll want is to see your emulsion frothy and mixed completely. Once once you get to a certain point of adding tablespoon by tablespoon, you can see how creamy and yellow this is and frothy. At this point, put down your hand mixer or whatever you're doing this with. Turn it to a lower point, and you can add a little bit more oil at a time. So right now, I am going to add 1/4 cup oil at a time instead of just the 1/2 tablespoon. So you'll want to add that. Again, take your time. You'll need the emulsion to go ahead and mix completely into the egg yolk, the vinegar, and the Dijon mustard before you go ahead and add the next 1/4 cup. You go ahead and add the 1/4 cup after every mix. So I'd like you to see what that looks like after the first 1/4 cup. See how creamy that is? See how frothy it's starting to be? We're going to go ahead and add another 1/4 cup into the emulsion. So once you've taken your time and you have gotten your mayo to the consistency that you want it to be, here we go. That's just a visual of that. I want to reinforce for you, it does take time and patience to get this going. The rule of thumb is to add just a little at the beginning, stir it up or mix it up, and then start to add the 1/4 cup. All right, so here's the end result of your homemade mayo dressing that, Mom, you can eat without any kind of problems at all. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to use this with any kind of leftovers that you have from the roasted chicken. What you'll want to do, though, is after you've gotten it to the consistency that you want, you'll want to go ahead and put it into a jar with a secure closing on the top and refrigerate it.